Hello dear fans. What is ballpoint ink made of? When ballpoint pens hit the market, nobody thought they would be popular. The first models were very unreliable and the ink leaked frequently. Another problem was the composition of the ink. Only after eliminating all the shortcomings did they become the most purchased type of writing instruments in the world. Origin: ink pens and nibs have been used since the beginning of the writing era. Despite such problems as ink smearing and unreliable writing instruments, they were quite popular. The first ballpoint pen was invented by a leather manufacturer in 1888, who discovered that the ink pen did not write on the uneven surface of the leather. His ballpoint pen was far from perfect, but it was the prototype for all future products. The small ball was held in place by a latch. On top of it was an ink reservoir. When the ball started to rotate, the ink flowed out and remained on the surface of the material. New type of ink. For the next 50 years, inventors tried to make the ballpoint pen workable on paper. Early versions used ink that leaked out by gravity. Combined with the ball, this ink would either clog the channel or leave streaks on the paper. Laszlo Biro, the Hungarian newspaper editor, came close to creating a modern ballpoint pen. He noticed that the ink he used to print dried quickly and never flowed, unlike the substances used in fountain pens. He created a thick, viscous mixture and refined the ballpoint pen by changing the ink. Ink properties. The ink is specially formulated to write clearly and dry quickly. Their viscosity is strictly controlled. The line width must be small enough to write. Therefore, the ink in the pen should be moderately fluid and not blurry. Ink consists of a pigment or dye dissolved or suspended in a solvent. Pigments are tiny colored particles diluted in a solvent. The dyes are completely soluble in liquid. The solvent for most inks is water or oil. Ink components. The ink in the pen is about 50% of the dye. The black color comes from soot, a fine powder made from it. Several dyes are used to make blue ink, but the most common are triphenylmethane, a copper phthalocyanine. Black and blue ink often contains ferrous sulfate and tannic acids. These additives have been used since the Middle Ages to make the formula more stable. Dyes and additives are mixed with a solvent. This is often ethylene glycol or propylene glycol. Synthetic polymers are then added to help disperse the paint as well as adjust viscosity and surface tension. Additives such as resins, preservatives, and wetting agents are also used. They can be added to adjust the final properties of the ink. Thanks for watching.